It's mid-February right now, and you might think there's nothing out to forage, but you're wrong. Actually, there's plenty out to forage. You just have to look really hard, because some of them are pretty small, like this tiny wild green, which is called Wintercress or hairy bittercress. It's got kind of a funny name, but it is bitter. It's in the cress or mustard family, and it tastes like a mustard green, and it grows in the winter. So I really love this tiny one. You have to pick a fair bit of it to make enough to eat, but you can combine it with some of the other wild greens that we'll see. It is what's called a goitrogen in herbalism. So if you think about the word goiter, it is caused usually by thyroid issues. So it can be hard on the thyroid if you eat a lot of this. If you already have thyroid issues, then I would probably lay off this one or just eat a little bit of it and cook it first. Can also be difficult if you have things like kidney stones, because it's got a fair number of oxalates in it, like other greens in the mustard family. So use your own judgment and eat in moderation. I'm sitting here in a virtual sea of wild onions. They're everywhere. They love this cold weather. They'll grow all winter long. They actually die out when it gets hot out. So take advantage now and eat your onions to help you stay healthy this winter and into the spring. I eat the whole plant. So the tops are great to substitute for chives. Put them on your potatoes, yum, or in a salad or with your cooked greens in some eggs. And then I'll dig out the bottom, and they're little bulbs just like onions except tiny, and so I will substitute those for onions. You just have to clean them really well because the dirt really gets packed in there. So give them a good soak first and then eat your onions. In this little microclimate shielded by this tree, we found some fresh young dandelion greens. So exciting. Dandelion is one of my favorite herbs and a wonderful tonic for the springtime because it's a bitter green. So it helps clear out any stagnancy that we've accumulated over the winter and really tonifies our liver and gallbladder. So it's a nice tree. I love the leaves to eat in salads or cook up in a stir fry, and the roots I like to clean and dry and then roast and make into a yummy roasted bitter tea. The heart-shaped leaves of wild violet made me really happy. There are other leaves that are this shape with a heart, but this one is a great edible and herb as well. I love to eat these because they're my favorite word in herbalism, mucilaginous. So they're very soothing to the throat and respiratory system, which a lot of us need this time of year. And I love to include them in salads and cough syrups. We're here with my favorite non-bitter wild green, which is chickweed. It's my favorite base for salads and pesto because it isn't bitter. And then you can intersperse bitter greens in there and it won't be all bitter. But they're also wonderful because they're packed with vitamins and minerals and help release cholesterol and water weight from the body. Yum. I hope that you will go forage lots of these wild greens and eat them yourself and share them with those that you love and want to nourish as well. If you want to learn how to confidently identify these plants yourself, come join me in Western North Carolina for WildCrafted Herb School. It's a bunch of fun and we do it in person. And it's only one Friday and Saturday a month. But if you can't make it there, you can join us on Botany Breakdown. It's a virtual botany course for foragers, herbalists, and everybody else. And don't forget to have 100% positive identification before you put any of these plants in or on your body. Happy foraging!